En esta oportunidad nos complace anunciar la presentación de University of Strathclyde en Reino Unido y nos acompaña su representante Melissa Conditional, a quien le damos la bienvenida. Les informamos que todas las preguntas que surjan durante esta exposición serán recopiladas por nuestro equipo técnico y las alcanzaremos a nuestra expositora en los minutos finales. Tomando en cuenta que es una universidad de habla inglesa, la exposición será en este idioma. Good afternoon, Melissa. Welcome to our fair.
Hello,
Ashley,
hello. Good afternoon. Yes, my name is Ashley. I'm covering the fair this afternoon in the place of my colleague Melissa.
Can you please start full screen presentation, please?
To share my screen, yes. So thank you so much to everyone who has joined the webinar today. My name is Ashley and I work as the International Student Recruitment Officer at the University of Strathclyde. So I cover the Americas region, which includes Latin America, North America, and Canada as well. So today's presentation will be about all things the University of Strathclyde. So for anyone who's not familiar with our institution, we are located in Scotland, in lovely sunny Scotland, and we are based in Glasgow city centre. So our university was founded back in 1796 and it's known as the place of useful learning. We have approximately 23,000 students in total, so it's a medium-sized institution, and we have students that come to study here from all over the world, from Latin America, the US, China, India. So although you will be studying with other Scottish students, you will also get the opportunity to meet with other international students as well. So we have won a few awards in the last few years, which we're really excited about. We were voted Times Higher Education UK University of the Year 2019. And at the time, this was the second time that we actually won this award. Then we also won the Scottish University of the Year 2020 by the Sunday Times Good University Guides. And then we also won Queen's Anniversary Prize for Higher and Further Education. And recently we were 4th in the UK for student satisfaction. And this was an analysis from the 2021 National Student Survey by Times Higher Education. So this was a survey that was completed by our current students. And the reason that we were ranked so highly is all of the support that we've helped provide our students throughout their studies throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, which is fantastic. So as I mentioned, our location is in the heart of Glasgow city centre. So we are a 10-minute walk away from train stations, bus stations. We have easy links to the airport. And we also have a library, on-campus student accommodation and a sports centre, which is all within a 10-minute walk from each other. So you really don't have far to travel to get to your classes. If you stay on campus accommodation, again, you don't have far to go to and from your home. It's very easy to navigate. Glasgow itself, there's lots of exciting things going on in Glasgow at the moment. So Glasgow is Scotland's largest and most cosmopolitan city. We have a world-class shopping and nightlife. It's also voted friendliest city in the world by Rough Guide readers. And it's known as UNESCO City of Music. So there's lots of different music events on each and every single week, from traditional Scottish music through to mainstream music, if that's your interest. We were also host of the Commonwealth Games in 2014 and the European Championships in 2018. And most recently, in the last couple of weeks, we were host of COP26. So this brought world leaders and lots of people from all over the world to attend COP26, and what an exciting time it was. I was in the city a few times when COP26 was taking place, and what a fantastic atmosphere it was. So these are just a few pictures of Glasgow City, just to give you an idea of what it looks like. And Glasgow itself is rich with culture and, of course, Scottish tradition. However, Glasgow is Greek, it's not Greek, it's Gaelic for dear green place. So although it's a city that you will be living in with very much a vibrant atmosphere that cities come with, there's also a lot of greenery, countryside, scenery to see around the city as well. And you can see that here in some of the pictures. So this is just some information about our campus investment. So we have a £1 billion target to reach by 2025. So as a result of that, we have opened up our Strathclyde Sports Centre, which was a £31 million state-of-the-art facility, which opened back in 2018. And it houses brand new gym facilities, gym classes, a 25-metre swimming pool. So if you're quite athletic and you're into your sports, then you do have access to the sports centre. Then we also have our Technology and Innovation Centre, which was opened back in 2015. So this was developed with industry, for industry, and what that means is both academics and businesses were able to collaborate together. And this was the first time that we were able to do this in Glasgow as a city, and the opportunities that has opened up, not just for the university, but across students as well, which is great. We also refurbished our study areas in our library, and we opened a learning and teaching building in September this year. So this is the first time that we'll have all of our support services, including student health and wellbeing, study skill support, and many more under the one roof. We also have a 400-seat lecture theatre and food and drink facilities, and as well as study areas in this building as well. And again, this is just another bird's eye view of our campus. So this part of the campus is called Rotten Row Gardens. This is very popular, especially when the weather is nice during the summer. A lot of staff and students will come here to have their lunch or socialise, study. And it's very much the central part of the campus. And again, it brings it back to what I was saying about Glasgow being referred to as Dear Green Place. You see a lot of that in it throughout the city. It's not just a typical city where it's lots of high-rise buildings, lots of people. There's lots of nice greenery and scenery to see across the city as well. So these are just some information about our postgraduate opportunities. So most of our masters are 1 year in duration, starting in September, and we also have some January entry points as well. We're top 20 UK university for research intensity, top 5 in the UK for research industry income. We have extremely strong industry links across all of our faculties for postgraduate students, as well as undergraduate as well. And Strathclyde is home to Scotland's first innovation district as well. And these are just our faculties. So we have 4 faculties at the university: the Strathclyde Business School, Engineering, Humanities and Social Sciences, and our Science faculty as well. And I'll go into more detail about each of the faculties next. So our Strathclyde Business School, we have a strong reputation for working with business, industry, and the public sector as well. We're actually the first business school in Scotland to have achieved triple accreditation from the 3 main business school accreditation bodies. So what that means is our degrees in the business school are recognised internationally by well-known employers. We also have an MBA, which is our Masters in Business Administration, which is ranked in the annual Financial Times top 100 ranking of executive MBA programmes. And we're top 10 in the UK for business and management studies, and we were also Business School of the Year back in 2016. So we're very highly ranked across the board for our business courses. And these are just a list of the departments that fall under our business school. So you'll see there's quite a wide variety there. We certainly support entrepreneurship, business startup companies for our students as well. We've had many students succeed in starting their own businesses once they've graduated from the University of Strathclyde Business School. So there's quite a wide variety of opportunities open for students. Then we have our engineering faculty. So we are actually home to one of the largest engineering faculties in Scotland. And we have over 70 innovative, industrially focused programme, postgraduate taught courses and leading research programmes within our engineering faculty. And as with most of our faculties, or all of them, we do have strong industry links. Examples of those include Rolls-Royce, Boeing, Airbus and Iberdrola. There are placement opportunities for our engineering students as well, and practical elements within the coursework that you will complete, which of course helps with securing employment once you graduate. We are host to a number of research and national organisations, which includes National Centre for Prosthetics, Orthotics and Advanced Forming Research Centre, and the National Manufacturing Institute in Scotland. And again, as you can see, very highly ranked within our engineering faculty. We're 5th in the UK for civil engineering and 4th in the UK for electrical and electronic engineering. Once again, these are just a list of the departments that fall under our engineering faculty. So the great thing about having one of the largest engineering faculties in Scotland is we are not only able to provide, standard engineering courses, but we also provide more specialist areas as well, which includes naval architecture. We also have architecture, which falls under our engineering faculty. Then we also have mechanical and aerospace engineering as well. Then we have our humanities and social sciences faculty. So we're home to over 300 research students from more than 30 different countries that come to study within our humanities and social sciences faculty. We have strong industry links with governments, global organisations and academic networks. We actually have a law school within our humanities and social sciences, which is one of the leading providers of legal education in the UK. And we also have a law society within the university as well for students to be able to attend. And we're one of the top law schools in the UK. We're currently ranked 5th in the UK for the Sunday Times Good University Guide. Once again, these are the list of the departments that fall under humanities, which includes education, government and public policy, humanities, law, psychological sciences and health, and we also have social work and social policy. Then moving on to our last faculty at the university, which is science. So we're home to the UK's first Fraunhofer Research Centre, which is actually based at the university in Glasgow. And we are #1 in the UK for physics research, 2 in the UK for pharmacology, top 10 in the UK for biomedical sciences, and we're ranked 1st in the UK for forensic science. And we're home to a range of research centres within the university, as well as opportunities for cross-disciplinary research and study both within the faculty and across many other faculties, university faculties and research centres as well. And again, these are just all of the departments that fall under our science faculty as well. So you'll see we have our Institute of Pharmacy and Biomedical Sciences, physics, maths and statistics also fall under our science faculty, as well as computer science and chemistry. So we do have preparation and pre-sessional English courses available for students, which falls under our International Study Centre. So these include foundation and pre-masters for students who do not meet the entry requirements for the main master's degree. And as well as that, we also have English language teaching available for students. We have a module 3 component, which is up to 29 weeks preparation with multiple entry points according to students' English language proficiency level. So the online module 3 component is offered free of charge to applicants from all courses who go on to register for a full-time course of at least 9 months in duration and pay full overseas fees. And there's also free in-sessional language support of up to 4 hours per week. So we do try our best to support our students with English language preparation as much as possible. So the application process for postgraduate students is a direct application through our course webpage. So you would just simply search for the course that you're interested in, and there will be an apply section on that page. It's fairly straightforward. You will be asked to provide a personal statement, 2 references, and proof of your qualifications, including your transcripts. The international deadline is the 30th of June for September start dates. So entry requirements that we look for is a minimum 13 out of 20 from a 4-year licenciatura or titulo professional degree. Tuition fees range from 15,150 to a maximum of 28,813. These vary depending on the faculty and the course. If you're unsure, you can find the fees on the course webpage, and that will give you the exact tuition fee for that course. Our MBA is £32,200. So the great thing about studying here in Glasgow is the cost of living. Glasgow is probably one of the cheapest cities to live in the UK. In comparison to a lot of other cities across the UK. I normally tell students to budget between £10,000 and £12,000 per academic year that you study here. And we do offer partial faculty scholarships, which are available as well, and these are deducted from your total tuition fee. So these are just a range of our support services that we have available. So as I mentioned earlier on, we have on-campus housing available specifically for undergraduate and postgraduate students. This is apartment style living. It's a 10-minute walk away from where your classes will be based. And all of our apartments have a shared living room and kitchen, and everyone has their own private bedroom. We also have a study skills resources workshops available for student support services. We have a careers service available, which helps with support in finding graduate opportunities and part-time work opportunities. We have an international student support centre available for international students to connect with other friends, to socialise, to have that additional support when you arrive here. And we have a disability and wellbeing service. We also have our student union, which has a range of sports clubs and societies. The student union is led by other students, and this is available for advice as well. So if you need any additional support coming directly from another student, you can go through the student union. And last time I checked, I think we had over 100 different clubs and societies for students to get involved in. So that's the last of the slides. These are our contact details. We do have a Latin America country page as well on the link at the bottom of the slide. This includes student testimonials, our entry requirements, information on funding. So please feel free to visit that link. And if you have any questions, you can contact myself and my colleague at the university.
Thank you, Ashley. What a complete presentation.
Thank you.
I have a lot of questions for you, a lot. Can I write it down in the chat? A lot of questions about masters, specific areas, and some of PhDs. Already sent it to you.
Perfect. 2 seconds. I don't think I can see anything coming through. Okay, so yes, quite a few questions here. Yes, so the first question is, do you have a master's degree in electrical engineering or renewable energy? The answer to that is yes, we do. As I mentioned throughout my presentation, we have a number of areas within our engineering faculties, that we cover, and electrical engineering and renewable energy as part of those as well. So please do have a look through our course webpage on engineering, which can give you some more information. You're also more than welcome to get in contact with me after today if you would like more specific information particular to those courses. And then the second question is, does the university have psychology or neuroscience programme? Yes, we do. We have both. So our neuroscience programme falls under our science faculty, and in addition to that, we also have a psychology programme which falls under our humanities and social sciences faculty. So we, again, as I mentioned, these are 12-month masters that we have available. And again, for more specific information, you want to find out what the course involves, you're more than welcome to get in touch after today, and I can give you some more in-depth information about what each of the courses involve. So are there special requirements for the master's degree related to architecture? Yes, really great question. So there is a portfolio required as part of your application. So we not only would we look for of course, your undergraduate degree to meet the entry requirements, we do ask that you provide a portfolio. So typically your students would come from an architecture background, something that involves some form of design, and you would need to provide proof that you have completed a portfolio for us to be able to assess that for you. Do you have a master's degree in artificial intelligence? Yes, we do. We do have a master's degree in artificial intelligence, which is actually very popular amongst our international students. And again, this would fall under our engineering faculty, and it's a 12-month programme, and anything in depth that you require in relation to the course, we're more than welcome to provide you with more information about that after today. But yes, we do have a course in artificial intelligence. And I think, are there any master's degree in data science or analytics? Yes. So we have both. We have data analytics, and we also have data science as well. So we actually have similar courses which fall under our both our business and our science. So it really depends on which area you want to focus on. If you wanted to do something within data analytics that involved it more in a business perspective, there's that option. If it's more analytics, maths and statistics, from more of a science perspective, we have that available at the university as well. And are there any master's degree in typography? I'm not aware of any master's degrees within that particular area. Maybe if you could provide more information about the course outline, but I'm not aware of any courses that we have available at the university within that particular course area. And someone else has asked, so lots of questions about engineering here, which is great. So industrial engineering, does it require job experience? So if you do have work experience within that particular area, that can only put you in a good place with your application. However, if you have maybe completed your undergraduate degree in industrial engineering, but you've maybe not had a chance to gain any work experience, we're interested in your academic merit. So if you come directly from that background, we could consider you for the course, but don't let not having a work experience or job experience within that particular area put you off from applying. If you have the knowledge in your undergraduate degree, we can consider that as well. Someone else has asked about PhD opportunities. So is it possible to apply for a doctorate without having obtained a master's degree? We have had students in the past apply for a PhD who has maybe not necessarily went down the master's route. The application process is slightly different for PhD, so you have a couple of options. We do have PhD opportunities at the university in research areas which we're currently looking at, and these would be classed as research opportunities that are currently vacant that we're looking for, and you can apply through those opportunities through a simple application process. Alternatively, if we are not currently recruiting, if we're not advertising within our PhD opportunities within that particular area that you're considering studying, you would then need to find a contact or supervisor within that particular area of research who specialises in that area at the university. And you don't have to have a full research proposal, but maybe something with your initial research or your outline of what your research would be, to contact them with, to let them know what you're thinking of researching. So there's a couple of different options for you there for PhD. And also been asked, do you accept applications with conditional Ielts scores? So we do, if you are still in the process of completing your Ielts, you can still apply, and that's the same for your undergraduate degree. So if you're still in completion of doing your qualifications or your English language qualifications, you can still submit an application. And what would happen is you would receive, if you were accepted, you would receive a conditional offer on the basis that you met the requirements. So in short, to answer your question, if you're still in the process of completing your Ielts, yes, but it would just mean that as soon as you received your Ielts score, to submit to us so we can check that you meet the requirements and tick off that condition of your offer. And are there opportunities to study another language at university as an extracurricular activity? So maybe not necessarily. So for example, if you were studying a course in engineering, for example, it wouldn't necessarily be classed as an extracurricular activity. You wouldn't be able to cross such a different course along with something that would fall under the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, which is where our languages would fall under. So it wouldn't necessarily be part of your overall degree that you would achieve. However, as I mentioned, we do have a student union on campus. So if you wanted to take part in learning a new language, we have over 100 different clubs and societies to get involved in, which I guess would be considered as an extracurricular activity, but it would be more a hobby or something that you would do out with your studies. So that would not count towards any credits towards your main degree that you would study. But there are options if you do want to learn another language or get involved with a club or society. There are options to do that through the student union. And I think that's the last of the questions.
Yes, thank you, Ashley, for your participation. We really look forward to having you in the next fair. Well, your university and the next fair, maybe in person next year.
Fingers crossed, hopefully, Lillian, and thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you. Recordamos a nuestra audiencia que en la página web de la universidad pueden encontrar toda la presentación que nos ha brindado nuestra amiga Ashley, toda la información referida a maestrías y a doctorados, los requisitos de idioma, la certificación académica para poder ingresar a esta institución. A nombre de Pronabec agradecemos mucho la participación de todos ustedes en estos 3 días de feria. Fueron más de 100 universidades de las top 400 del mundo y esperamos que toda la información que ha sido brindada a ustedes les sea de utilidad. Nuevamente, muchas gracias por su participación.